Hey guys, it's your girl, baby girl Tay.
It's Sheree Noel.
And this is the
Welcome to Your 20s podcast.
We are so happy to be back. I think that we want to definitely liven it up this week. Last week was such a heavy episode. It was so much needed and so much needed. It was very needed. But we definitely want to liven it up today. So we're excited for today's topic. We've been getting crazy messages.
I was about
all
to say,
week. Yeah.
It was deep, but it was really the messages and just the feedback that really, I'm not gonna lie, deep topic, but lightened up my entire week. I'm happy that we really connected with a lot of people. I feel like we got some deep messages. I remember telling Taylor, I was like, wow, like I really want to like post this, but I was like, it's like the messages were so deep that I didn't expect it.
Yeah. No, I literally had people like, I guess ideation would be the word. I think it's like suicidal ideation. And I think it's just like I felt so honestly like grateful or like humbled that somebody would even want to like share that with me.
Yeah.
And I think that like last week's episode was definitely like, this is why the fuck we're doing this.
Yes.
We want people to be able to come to us. And obviously, you know, we did try to provide like links and numbers for you guys to call because we're not certified, you know, therapists or anything like that. But definitely just want to start the conversation and let people know, and even, you know, beyond that week's episode, just let people know that we're definitely going to be here, and, you know, you can send us DMs or whatever it may be. I think this week, I literally just maybe like 3 hours ago got a DM from a girl, and she was like, I'm just so surprised that you responded to me. And she was like, you know, I've thought about it before. I don't know, you know what I mean? But just to have you like respond to me and be like, it's okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was just like super humbled by that and just gracious for that.
Yeah, I think it's important. I really want to reiterate. I mean, we just started this podcast. We are just same people, just like y'all.
Yeah.
Tell us your stories. If you don't have someone that understands you, reach out to us. Like, we will talk to you.
Yeah. And sometimes I almost think it's easier to talk to somebody who doesn't know you.
Exactly.
Because I feel like, okay, like, let's say, like, you're going through some shit over a nigga and, like, you're sad about it. And if your friends know that nigga, they're going to listen to you with a certain kind of ear.
Exactly.
Like, they might be like, this bitch could get over it. But it's like, sometimes if you talk to somebody who doesn't really know the situation and can just, like, pull the lens back and just listen to you, I think that sometimes that is and maybe that's why people do go to therapy. That makes sense though, because they don't know you, they don't know the situation. All they can listen to is your narrative. I think
we're really good, and I have a friend right now actually, she just recently lost someone very close to her. Was her partner, and when I talk to her, I tell her, look, I'm not in your shoes, but let me try to be in your shoes and understand that shit is fucking hard.
Yeah.
The shit is fucking hard. So I try to tell her, because, you know, I was like, how do I say this? You need to be able to step outside of yourself.
Yeah.
To understand somebody.
Yeah.
And I think we touched base with that last episode. It really, really, really matters who you confide in.
Yes.
When you talk to people about these situations.
Yeah.
Because what I think may not help you, or what they think may not help you. But I feel like this is a non-judgmental space here.
But even beyond that, you just have to have a gauge on like who you talk to. Like I think that you know what's so funny? I remember it's been going on for a while, but so many people have been putting emphasis on Black mental health, like seeing a therapist and like giving a lot of links for Black therapists and Black psychiatrists and so on and so forth. And I remember I saw a post that was like, sometimes you as a Black person, you might need to talk to a white therapist because there's so many things we've normalized in the Black community that a Black therapist might not even know is like actually fucking toxic. And I don't even want to go down, like, I love Black therapists. Let me just, like, say that first. I don't want this to go, like, completely wrong. But I'm saying sometimes just, like, even going beyond what you think may be normal. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I think I've had a Black therapist before and I've had a white therapist before. And I'm not saying I prefer either because in some parts of it, I love being able to connect with a Black woman. Yeah. But sometimes when you just, like, really, really, really need someone to tell you, like I told you when I went through, you know, my suicide, I had a white therapist. When you need somebody to really just tell you, like, that's not normal. Yeah. It's like sometimes you kind of do need that. Yeah. And so I don't want to make this like a race or anything like that, but I'm just saying sometimes you need to talk to somebody totally removed.
To all perspectives.
Totally removed from the situation, like on every freaking aspect. But yeah, no, I'm really happy with the output of last week's feedback. And I definitely want to, like, because we kind of did our trip to the loony bin. Like I said, we wanted to keep it lighthearted. But I think we definitely want to get more into mental health, but I want to do that in a space where we have probably a guest come on, one of our friends is a therapist, because we want to be able to just, like, for me, we'd love to be able to tell stories, but I want to be able to be productive with that as well and have it have meaning.
Last week I definitely felt like it kind of opened up a box for me.
Yeah.
And then just throughout the week I kept thinking, I was like, wow, I should have said this, I should have said that. But then I realized, I was like, oh, that's just me now talking about it. So now I'm overflowing with things I gotta say.
Right.
So definitely I would say I have a couple mental health episodes coming up.
Yeah.
It's a never ending topic.
It really is. And as you go through shit in life, you're always gonna have, like, new woes and shit like that to process. But yeah, we are super elated.
We're learning with y'all.
We're learning with you guys, and we're happy that you guys are, like, on this fucking learning curve with us.
Yes.
So let's talk about how our week was. Shireen.
My week. Let me go through it.
Not let me go through it.
Right.
Did anything stand out to you? Did anything push your buttons? Anything like that?
You know,
Shireen, you had a great date last night.
Oh. Here we go. Back to what I said. Back to when I said,
oh,
cat's out the bag now.
Was it off limits?
No.
You're going to cuss me on the car. You're going to cuss me on the car. It's cool.
No, nothing's off limits anymore.
Okay.
I had a great...
You were glowing. And when you were talking about it in the car, I wasn't giving you probably the response.
I felt like I was jinxing it.
I felt like I wasn't giving you the response you wanted, but it's because I saw you glowing, and I was like, I'm going to bring this up in the podcast.
Yes, yeah. Okay, and that's the thing. I have this thing where I feel like when I start talking good about a man, or I tell, like, my friends about it, I love how I'm looking at Cole because you're just part of it now.
Cole is our producer. I don't know what we call Cole. Cole is part of the gang.
Literally.
Yeah, and he can never leave us again.
He tried to leave us last week, and I was...
Yeah. If we looked a little zoomed in last week,
it's
because Cole wasn't here. But anyway.
Okay.
But yeah.
I did. I am very sorry to whoever hears this. She's a wonderful day.
If anyone's listening to this and they can't see her, she is smiling from ear to ear right now.
It was really cool, you guys. It was really cool. I'm trying to date established men.
We love an established man.
But I'm also trying, like, to date someone who just genuinely is a good person, who cares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm over the me fucking paying for shit all the time, or me fucking planning shit, or I'm over it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. I had a real... He planned it. He did it. Executed.
Yes.
He succeeded.
He told you where the reservation was, and you showed up.
Yes, I did.
That's a man.
Yes, I did.
Where is mine?
And... I mean, wherever he just made sure I was safe. Mind you, I left at one point to hang out with my friends. Shout out to Storm. And he walked me over there. He was like, all right, have fun. See you later.
Yeah.
It was the...
Shireen's got a man.
Do I?
Yeah. We're going to put it into the universe. We're going to just put it into the universe.
I'm claiming it.
Okay.
This could be the one.
Shireen's got a man, and I have a...
Girlfriend?
Yeah, kind of.
Ooh, it's official now?
No, of course it's not official. We met a week ago.
Okay. But not to make this another moment, but like I said earlier, I think on episode 1, people be falling in love with Taylor.
It is a disease I have.
I don't get it. I love it. But I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Not a bad problem to have.
I booked a flight. I'm gonna go. I booked a flight.
Okay.
I'm going to Chi-Town. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not gonna be in the date.
Yeah.
But I might just slide with you.
Come on, it's Labor Day weekend or Memorial Day, whatever is.
To all my friends listening, you hear this? We're going to Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. I booked a flight, and I'm gonna spread my wings.
I think this year is crazy.
Yeah.
Because so much unexpected shit is happening.
Yeah. Last year, like, topped, I think, fucking everything. But I think this year is gonna be like, bitch, the world shut down last year. What do you mean, really?
Oh, but I'm thinking about, like, us.
Yeah. Oh, that little thing? Yes. When the world fucking closed. That part. So, I think this year is going to be a year of, like, unexpected greatness.
Yes.
Let me tell you this. Last week, I had a fucking shitty week. Like, in the beginning, I was super, super depressed. Here's the thing. When my period comes, I'm really PMSy, but I just get, like, really depressed and, like, I feel like a failure. But I had just, like, a really bad week where I just felt like a failure. I felt like, Shireen, you were kind of there to witness it. Like, I kind of was like, I hate to be like, I was an IG girl. I used to be kind of popping back in the day, got in a relationship, fell off, whatever. And I feel like now where I'm in this phase of my life where I see everyone that I kind of like started with is like really successful. Mm-hmm. And I beat myself up over it.
Why?
Because I'm just like, I just feel like I literally.
I can't sit here and think of one person that's ahead of you.
I can name 10.
Well, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, no. So, but here's the thing. I'm also going through just like my depression phase is like what's that word called? It's not like really logical. It's just like me feeling like I'm a fucking failure in life, right? Okay. So I'm going through that, and I'm like, I'm a failure. Like I'm a simple bitch. I lost all my shit, whatever. And then like I get out of that phase, and I'm just
camera would be like,
I'm dead. But yeah, then I get out of that phase and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm feeling good vibes right now. I feel like shit's about to
You're glowing.
I'm glowing. I bought a new blush. But also
she went to Sephora.
I went to Sephora today. But yeah, now I'm feeling good vibes. I'm feeling like great things are in the atmosphere for Taylor and Shireen.
I feel like I had to come to terms probably just like a month ago that if I kept comparing myself to other people, that shit will literally beat me to the fucking ground.
It's so tough.
And I can't do that.
It's so tough. And
what I'm on may not be what the other person's on, because there's some people that may think I'm on something. They don't even know, no, my life's a shit show. Don't worry about it. Yeah. It's just we're all on different fucking paths.
I feel like, yes, I have to stop comparing myself. I feel like for me, now that I have like my daughter, I feel like I'm like, okay, I have that secluded. I always wanted a kid. I have that, secluded. I have that secured. And now it's like time to like get in my fucking bag. So I am definitely hopeful because I just know the power that I do have. Like, that's why when I get down on myself, it lasts for like 2 to 3 business days. Yeah. But like after that, it's like, okay, bitch, like get on your shit.
Get the fuck up.
Yes.
And
like
go fucking take on life. Go embody that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Don't let life beat your ass.
Cause that life be whooping. I'd be whooping my ass. No, bitch, I got packed out. Bitch, life world starred me before. Like,
stop it.
No, it really did.
I know.
Yeah. No. That shit beat my ass.
But it's so funny you say that, because I was just saying last night, I was like, I think I had a drunk moment last night. And I was like, all my friends have kids and they're in relationships, and I feel like all my friends look at me at this like single auntie ass bitch, and it's great. I love being a single auntie.
No, but listen, even if you are the single auntie, I feel like that's a vibe. You get to see the kids, give them a gift.
I'm owning the vibe.
Dip the fuck out on them.
Yes. Go on my vacation.
Literally.
I'll get y'all presents.
No, literally. Send them back a little t-shirt.
Yeah.
$5 from the little tacky ass tourist shop. And they gonna love TT for that.
I think I found my role. But I do need to figure it out.
You know. And again, that's why we are here, the Welcome to Your 20s podcast, because we are all trying to figure out this little weird ass thing called life that God is putting us through right now. Mm-hmm. Why would he do that? Like, why wouldn't he just tell us the assignment? On my worst days,
I go, I didn't ask to be born.
Like, I literally first of all, God, I would have been a fucking bird. Like
a goldfish, something.
Yeah,
this shit is hard.
No, this shit is crazy. We're grateful though. We're here. It's Sunday.
Yes.
We're grateful. I think we want to get into our first game. Okay. I think it's kind of time to like get drunk. Really quick, you guys, what we want to do, we want to make a habit of definitely being more intentional with our websites, with our episodes. Yeah. I think that's something that we like picked up on. We want to try to spend more time on our topics and not rush them, and just like, because every time we leave here, we're like, oh, we wanted to say this. Oh, and obviously we're not going to be able to say everything within an hour or 45 minutes, however long the episode goes. But we want to try to like make sure we're spending enough time on our topics. So you guys know this is our 4th episode. This is our 4th episode, but you've been doing this for a month. Yeah. Oh, that's what we're gonna get drunk tonight.
No, we're really doing it.
We're getting drunk tonight. Yes. It's our anniversary. So
that was so cute.
Yeah. It's our anniversary, you guys.
Oh, I wish you could come.
Yeah. But we just definitely want to be more intentional. With our fucking episodes. We're gonna stay on topic.
Yes, we are.
And just really quick before we get into our first game, I want you guys to send us topics to talk about. Yeah. Because we need some shit. We have like an arsenal of like what we want to push out, but then like after that it's kind of looking like, bitch, what's up?
But and I think it's good that if y'all send us things, because that's really what this is about.
It's about y'all.
Talk about things that you guys want to know. You want our insight about. Yeah. Be honest fucking truth.
Yeah.
So please do.
Please send us shit. Okay. So we're gonna get into Never Have I Ever. And I decided.
Ready?
Are you ready? Yeah.
I don't know.
I downloaded an app and I paid $6 for it, so we're gonna fucking play it, okay? We're gonna fucking play it. Never have I ever. You take a shot if you have done it, right? That's how it works.
Yes.
Okay. It's the dirty version, you
I'm over
guys.
here bracing my chair because last week you had me sweating.
You know, but last week was boring because you did the fucking test. Oh, really quick, how did he respond to that? So last week's episode, I dared her to text the last nigga she has sex with, "I love you," and she fucking did it.
Yeah.
How did he respond?
He texted me back and he said, ? And then I did talk to him probably later in the night. I was like, I was just on the show, and he was like, I did figure that. Okay. I was like, oh, okay.
I
mean, he could have thought I was a weirdo.
Yeah. ?
We've hung out since.
Okay.
So it's cool.
All right. Okay. Well, I guess that's he understands the humor.
He does.
Okay.
He does. He was definitely taken off guard, though. So.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Let's get into it. First question. Never have I ever been spanked. That's stupid. Who hasn't been spanked?
Us drinking collectively. We're horrible.
No, that's normal. Being spanked?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Who doesn't
I hope you spank me.
Yeah. I'll pray for you to spank me.
Give me some aggression.
Yeah, that was stupid. Okay.
She want her $5.99 back.
Listen, because that was stupid. Okay. That's stupid. Never have I ever photocopied my ass or genitals. Why would you do that?
Like photocopy?
Like sat your ass on a copy machine?
No.
That's some white people.
I was about to say.
Cole, we love you, but that's some white people shit.
I got legit like reverse racism today, so it's all good.
Okay, cool. Okay, never have I ever exposed myself to someone just because they asked. That's stupid.
No. Because they asked. Oh, like even in sex. Oh, okay. Don't look at me like that.
If a nigga said, "Show me your titty,"
but like it's an intimate moment, right?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
That's stupid. How does it go from photocopping your ass to like showing a titty?
Sorry, y'all.
Is it hitting?
Oh, it's hitting.
Okay. That's not gonna work for us. Never have I ever filmed my partner while having sex without them knowing. I pulled out the camera without like asking them, but I mean they obviously saw the fucking camera eventually.
I have. Oh, you know what? I have. No, but it was a real like cool romantic thing when I showed him. We're not gonna get into details about what was going on.
Yeah.
I'm not a weirdo though.
No, that's
I was
fine.
in a relationship.
Okay, that's cute.
It was cute.
It was like, hey babe, look what we did. Okay, take a
You
shot.
didn't know the camera was there.
I'm gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna give it to you. And then we're gonna do most likely to. You can do most likely to. Why are you acting like those shots are so hard to take right now?
Because I'm a changed woman today.
Oh, I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Never have I ever had sex with an ex.
Come on.
These are
you want me to get drunk to say that?
Literally.
Cole, you might have to take over at the end of the episode because Cole's gonna walk in. And that's for today's episode.
Oh my God.
Taylor, it should rain. 0.
Okay, you're gonna do this one. We're gonna, if we can both, you just hit next to each other. If we can agree on who it should be, that person has to take a shot. If we can't, we're gonna have to debate it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Next
we're playing Who's Most Likely To.
Ooh. Who's most likely to masturbate in the shower?
You.
Definitely not.
I've never masturbated in my life.
I've never masturbated in the shower.
What? No, but have you ever masturbated ever?
Yes.
I've never masturbated, period. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, never in my life.
But they said shower.
It doesn't matter.
But I wouldn't do it in the shower.
But it would be most likely to be you because you've masturbated. I would just never masturbate.
I mean,
it's you.
You don't like, okay, that's fine. But I'm just like.
I've never done it. That's probably a whole nother episode.
No, it is. Because you know what's funny? I remember we talked about this.
I've never.
On on Lexi and Ashley's podcast. I mean, it's not like a normal thing.
No, it is a normal thing.
Like, well, that's the thing. It's not like normal for me. If I know I have a person, then there's no point.
Yeah.
But if I'm in my little like, fuck man, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
You know, it's there.
Wow. No, I remember one time my mom was like, "Who cares about men? You can always get yourself off." And I was like,
Yeah, she said, Bert.
I've never masturbated.
You've never.
I've never masturbated.
You didn't like wonder about yourself when you were like a kid, or I don't fucking know.
No.
You're trying to figure yourself out. That's crazy.
I'd like dry humped people in the community. I never like masturbated.
Ooh, I just thought
like this podcast. If you've ever dry humped somebody when you were under the age of like 13, because I think everybody did it. Let's just normalize.
I've never done that.
You never dry humped anybody as a kid?
I was a good kid.
You never played house? Bitch, I was a great kid.
No, but I just wasn't. I thought
you never played house?
You know, I thought sex was making out.
You never played house before?
No. Do you know my childhood?
It's not about that. It's about every kid has played house. Every black kid has played house.
Well, I didn't. And
okay. Wow.
You should drink to that.
What? Dry humping? That wasn't a question.
Oh, I know your password. So
yes.
I can open it. Wow, I remember the password for once in my life.
It's an easy ass fucking, yeah.
Taylor wants everyone.
Let's do like 3 more maybe.
Okay. Who is most likely to have phone sex?
You.
I've never had phone sex. Fuck you.
I had phone sex last week.
What the? Okay.
Okay.
I'm really curious, but we're off air talk. Wow. You are really, you surprise me every week.
I know. Phone sex isn't that crazy.
I really think I know somebody, but you just don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Phone sex is,
I'm looking at you sideways.
I know.
Because in my head, I'm like, I could just see me sitting on the couch and I'm like, I don't.
It's not, here's the thing. Phone sex for me isn't that, because I don't masturbate. So I feel like if you masturbate, phone sex is probably like brazy. Like if you bring out your toys, you do a little moment, whatever.
Or was it FaceTime sex?
It was FaceTime sex. But back in the day I've had like phone sex. But phone sex for me would be like frustrating because it's just like I don't masturbate. So now I'm just like horny sitting here in my, it's awkward. So
Can I do say that? Can I talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean you're about 10 shots in.
Because of you.
I know.
Phone sex people make a lot of money. So I don't know if any of you guys have.
You said phone sex makes a lot of money?
Yes, I'm not gonna lie. I've done the research online.
Oh, like the video
Women?
chat. Yeah.
Yes. No, I'm talking about racks.
No, I watched this episode of like a true crime thing, and this man like killed his whole family because he was like having he had like a web chat girlfriend, and he spent like $600,000 on her alone. No, yeah.
What?
And he killed his whole family because he like stole all their credit cards and shit.
For some phone sex.
For some phone sex. Them bitches be making fucking money.
No, a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I just
tried to put my friend on.
I'm dead. If you tried to put yourself on, just say that.
No, I don't have the voice. I sound like a child.
No, you sound like you. I've heard you talk to men.
I don't have the seductive.
You be like, hey.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I don't know if that's phone money worthy.
Yeah, it is.
Don't make me try it.
I mean,
because if I get $1, then
it's up.
It's up and it's up.
I'm dead. Okay.
Taylor got me thinking I got the voice. And the next one.
Let's do 2 more. I probably said that 2 more ago.
Oh. Who is most likely to fake an orgasm? I ain't gonna lie, me. Because I do that shit all the time.
Really? Wow.
It's like one of those things. I saw a post today. It was like, when I learned to say no, it's over for you bitches.
See,
when I learned to let a man know that you suck, it's over.
I think that I'm a super nice person too. So I feel like hypothetically I would fake an orgasm. However, I just
I fake it so then they can it can be done. So like you could be like, oh yeah, I'm really doing what I'm doing. All right, finished.
Wow.
That's my tactic.
Yeah. Take your shot first.
And then it's crazy because I just get up and walk around like everything's just
many people, how many times, like, do you feel like, okay, and you're out of 100%, take your shot, I'm not going to forget, but out of 100%, how many men do you think can make you orgasm? Out of 100% of the men you've had sex with?
2%. I can only name one person.
Oh my God.
Right. Oh my god. I can only name one person that really, really. You gotta know someone's body, and I'm not gonna lie. Some men just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's because they don't know or they're bad, but it's like when you're in the moment, you're just like, oh yeah, I'm what the fuck. Like I don't fucking know.
My titties are so sweaty right now, but I'm listening.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, 2%. I don't know why I'm like acting so befuddled that you said 2% because mine is like 0%.
Yeah. No. Mine's probably 0 too, but I'm just trying to give someone like that little half credit that they get.
I think the only like I had a partner, and I was with them for like ever. Everyone's gonna know who it is now, but at that point, but they were like the only, but they didn't even it was me. It was me.
Shake of the voice.
It was me. Like I can make myself come.
Okay.
I hate saying that. It's so
I don't like
dirty.
the word either.
I hate
saying that.
I can make myself feel pleasured.
So it's like you masturbate.
No, bitch. I know how to make like if I'm on top, I can make myself come.
Okay.
That's the only way I can do it. But every now and then, every blue moon, someone can finagle me in a position to get something going there.
Finagle. Mm-hmm. My mom used that term.
Yeah.
You're old.
It's hard. I think that like I don't know. Yeah. Men just don't. I don't think that sometimes I wonder if they don't care or if they just, I think it's like an ego thing too. Cause I feel like it's so hard to make a girl come that like they don't even try because it'll like fuck up their ego if you didn't come. Cause like, have you ever had a nigga be like, oh, did you come? And then like you're forced to say yes. And then it's like, you really didn't. I think it's an ego thing. They don't even want to try.
Probably, honesty hour. I would say maybe just this last like month. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. I just recently had someone. I don't think you liked it. Did you even like it? Like I don't even like. Did you even like it?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, you didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So you answered your own question.
Yeah, no. I think that. Do you judge sex by if you came or not?
Okay.
Can the sex be good if you did not come?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, my body is broken. So it might just be a me problem.
Now my body is broken.
So I can't even put that on the man. But sometimes I'm like, my body's broken.
Got you.
But I definitely can base sex off like a connection. But sometimes I can confuse connection with tequila.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I could confuse connection with tequila. That sounds like a fucking tweet to me.
It does. No, because really, I'll really be like, wow, that was great. I woke up sober. What the fuck was that?
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm so nice that I'll be like, yeah, you really. And then wake up. Probably never see you again.
Yeah. I think I've had good sex without coming. Definitely.
It's possible.
It's definitely possible. But when you are able to come, it is. I don't want to say come. I've said the word come too fucking much. I don't want to say it anymore.
I know. What's the proper female?
Come.
Okay.
Orgasm. Orgasm is a proper word.
Okay.
Climax. Fucking Cole. The fucking Cole got the word. Climax.
Be on the podcast, Cole.
Climax is the fucking word. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So another question, a follow-up question.
Okay.
When you climax or when you orgasm, do you just go for one or do you have like? Here's the thing about me.
Here's the cold part about me.
Not the cold part.
I'll fake that shit 3-4 times.
Wow.
I'm an actor. Give me my Oscar.
Oh my God. 3 or 4 times?
I will really make a man feel like he's doing something.
That's crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to me if I come back or not.
Right.
But I'm not about to make it awkward.
See,
the one time I make it awkward, I'm getting texts. I don't think he liked it. This and that. I don't have the time for that.
See, this is the thing with me. Like, because I have to make myself come, like, once I get it, like, you know, once you get it, boom. And then he starts to switch positions, and you have to, like, put your hand down. Like, no, I need 3 or 4 more. That's what I don't like when because and that's like, I remember I was in AP psychology, and I remember my teacher, we were talking about, like, Freud or some shit. You know, Freud was like he was like in love with sex and shit. I'm such a fucking nerd, the fact that I'm bringing this up.
I was about to say, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she was like, yeah, it was my 9th grade teacher, and she was like, yeah, well, you know, like women are able to like come or she said it like whatever the proper terminology is, but like how women are able to like orgasm more than once in sex and like men can't, because you know, like men orgasm whatever the fuck and then they come, but like women can do it several times. Like yeah,
absolutely.
So like when I go and I like found the spot, it's like I need like 3 or 4 more. I've dated somebody who like I got my one and they were just like, oh, it's over, and I'm just like, no, that's not fair.
That's about
it's not my fault.
5% of men.
It's not my fault. You can only go 1 for 1.
Because when it's done, it's done.
No, I don't like that.
Well, then that's not a nigga
or
for you.
If you date an older man, I don't want to say this right now. I'm gonna say it. Some older men know how to keep going after they've come.
I was about to say, with older men, I have no problem.
Yeah. If you get a man who knows how to like keep going after he came, that's fucking crazy. Mm-hmm. I don't want anybody to listen to this episode.
I don't want anyone, but hey.
Yeah.
Welcome to your 20s.
Welcome to your fucking 20s.
Last one. Ooh, I know I'm not drinking at this.
Okay.
Who is most likely to watch porn every day? I've never been a porn person.
Okay, here's the thing.
Oh, your lashes look great.
Thank you.
Shout out to Bree.
Shout out to Bree Roseanne. So,
and
I went through.
I need to post a pic in fact.
At Creole Baby. That's our lash artist.
Yes.
I went through this weird phase my sophomore year of college. I don't know how. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I don't know where. But I stumbled across Pornhub.
You stumbled.
Like I was walking and I fell, and it was like Pornhub was right there.
And you were like, wow.
That's crazy. It was like usually you trip over a curb, but I tripped over Pornhub.
Okay.
So I tripped and it was there, and I went down this rabbit hole. And I would just like...
You had a porn phase?
I would leave class to go watch porn.
No, you didn't.
Wait, why am I saying this?
Cole,
why am I saying this?
Sign out.
No,
I gotta go.
I went through this weird phase sophomore year of college, and I was addicted to porn. I would like leave class, go watch porn.
You were a fiend.
Here was the thing about it. And it was so weird because I don't masturbate. So I was just watching it, judging them.
That's the conundrum for me.
I know. I would just watch it. I would become horny, and I would just be like, okay, let me go fucking make some cup of noodles. Like, it would just be this weird ass. It was weird. It was weird.
Wait. I'm sorry. You'd leave class. You get like an urge to watch porn.
Yeah.
And then you would watch it. You'd feel.
I would just feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm hungry.
And it was.
You know what's so funny? Shout out to it's my best friend, so everyone's gonna know. Yeah. I was 11 years old.
Okay.
And I remember, so you know when you had the house phone and you could lock it so no one could get on the phone. So the house phone, I
didn't know you could do that.
Well, my house phone, you could.
Wow.
Because I knew my mom was nosy.
Okay.
She was gonna pick up. So I used to obviously talk to my best friend at night, and I'd lock the phone. I remember she was like, "You don't know what porn is?" And I was like, "No, what the fuck?" And my best friend's like a couple years older than me.
Yeah.
And I remember one day she put the phone by the TV. She was like, "This is what it is." And I started hearing it, and I was like,
not her giving you a soundtrack to porn.
Yes.
Just the noises.
Just the noises. I'll never forget that. She used to introduce me to what porn was, but it's never been my thing.
Yeah. Oh, you know a fucking crazy story? Okay, so I was obsessed with porn for like a month. Cool. So there's a period of time in college I was broke, and I was like looking for a job on Craigslist.
Broke the whole time.
Yeah, I was broke the whole time. So I was looking for jobs on Craigslist, and there was a job, and it was saying for like models, but however it was worded, it sounded nothing like porn. Cool, whatever. So I was like, okay, I signed up for it. I sent my pictures in. I think it was like models to be like at a club or some shit like that. Waitresses. That's what it was for, waitresses. So then the guy called me for my interview. I'm excited. I do a FaceTime call, whatever. And he's explaining it to me. And he's like, okay, so have you ever, like the questions start to get really sexual. And so finally, this is where it gets fucking crazy. I said, I'm sorry, wait, what's the job again? This man said, I can remember his voice so clearly in my head. He said, it's porn. Dick in the ass, dick in mouth, spit on it, porn. And I was like, I remember I walked into the bathroom. If there was a Bible, I'd put my hand on it right now. I walked into the bathroom because I'm on FaceTime. I'm thinking it's a normal job. My roommate's listening.
Right.
He said, it was what he said, it's porn, dick in the ass, porn. And I was like, yeah, no, I didn't think it was that. And I just like hung up. I remember just being so like, and then later on I found out that, so we went to school in Northridge, which is in San Fernando Valley. San Fernando Valley is the porn capital of the world. Did you know that?
Yes, I've been on that.
All those fucking little houses are like porn houses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
That little place on the 101 when you are like, let's say if you're going, look, I just know this is, we going to the club, take the 101, exit Highland.
Uh-huh.
That little place on the right. right before you get to Highland. It's like one of the main like porn companies.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. I
don't know what it's called, but
I know Mimi from Love and Hip Hop. She released her porn tape to them.
Mimi has a porn tape.
Bitch,
I love her.
with the shower curtain.
Oh, Mimi! I thought you were talking about Asian Mimi.
I'm dead.
The one that's just funny. Okay.
No. Mimi. Yeah. I know what company you're talking
Really?
about. Yeah. Bitch, yes.
No. I know her. I watched it.
Yeah, they sold it to them. I forget what the name of the company is. Vivid. There we go. Vivid. I think that's what it's called. Vivid. They sold their porn to them. But
Wow.
yeah.
And she didn't know about it. So
girl,
she said
she knew.
it's okay.
It's all right. She made $1 million off of it, I think. So anyways, long story short, I was almost sold to like a porn house. I couldn't even imagine doing nothing against, like, we love all sex workers. I couldn't even imagine doing porn.
No, look, I'm all for it. I think it's really, you got to be comfortable in your body and really just be very confident, and I love that. I just don't, it's not my lane. Not my lane. Wow.
So all of this talk about vaginas and sex and stuff, I think it brings us to
our next topic.
Our topic of the week. And like I said, we want to definitely be more intentional about our topics and stuff. So we want to make sure we spend a good amount of time on this one. I posted a poll and I asked you guys what you guys wanted our next topic to be. And the options was between about vaginal health or about self-sabotaging yourself. Self-sabotaging one, but I'm still going to do what the fuck I want. I want to talk about vaginal health today, okay? So we'll talk about self-sabotaging next time. But also, I just want to say that I feel like the race was so close. I feel like vaginal health would have won, but I feel like there's probably so many people who are like ashamed to say that they want to hear about vaginal health. So in my head, I like accounted for like the 17 people who did not vote for vaginal health that really want to know about vaginal health. Because I feel like it's such a taboo.
It is.
And I think one thing I'm super passionate about is like vaginal health.
They just don't even want to accept that they got a problem down there.
Yeah, some people don't. But I'm just like so passionate about the vagina, like the health of the vagina. I've had I'm gonna give you guys my I call it my vagina story. I'm gonna give you guys my vagina story, but I've just been so passionate.
As she grabs her titties.
As I grab my titties, I'm gonna tell you my vagina story. But I definitely it's something that I feel like I've researched a lot. Obviously, I'm not a fucking OBGYN or a doctor. So everything I'm saying is just based on my experience and whatnot. But I feel like I am a guru of vaginal health. I would like to give myself that badge.
What do they call it? There's a title and I gotta find her.
A vaginologist?
No,
I don't know.
There's I'm gonna find her. I sent her to you. It doesn't matter. I'll find it.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah, but so I think that for young women, there is this huge, terrible stigma on the vagina. And I want to really just fucking normalize talking about it, breaking down all the misconceptions about it. There's so many fucking misconceptions about the vagina. And just allowing, even if there's men listening to this, I actually want obviously I want the women to hear it. I want men to hear this so they can stop being dumb fucks.
Literally.
When it comes to the vagina. Because y'all need to if y'all want to put y'all dick in some shit, you need to know, you need to read the fucking label on the back of the box. Okay? Because y'all don't be reading the fucking label and y'all got bitches out here fucking embarrassed and scared and not know how to
talking shit.
Talking shit. You don't even know what you're using at all. Nobody talks about your fucking crabs. Or your fucking
here's the thing,
erectile dysfunction, whatever it's called.
And I'm gonna just say the thing that be throwing off, they be like, "Oh, I want a bitch, pussy smell like water, this and that."
Yeah.
Do you even know what you smell like?
Listen,
horrible.
Not horrible.
Horrible. There you go.
No, literally, and also let's talk about vagina doesn't smell like water. If her vagina smells like water, she probably sprayed something on it. And if she sprayed something on it, she's trying to disguise the smell of something else. You should not spray anything there. But that's going to come later in my 10 pussy commandments. I have 10 pussy commandments, okay?
Taylor, she really got y'all.
I am
putting you on game today.
Passionate about the health of the vagina. I really am. So I guess I'll start.
You are passionate. You just got swole.
Listen.
You have muscles.
Bitch, my jacket is off. I'm fucking ready to talk about the fucking vagina.
Okay,
so I'm going to start off, I guess, with my vagina story. I think last week was transparent. I think this week might top the, transparency.
And everyone needs to hear.
Here we fucking go. Oh, wow. Here we go. Okay, this is my vagina story. So,
fix his mic.
I want to say age 16. Age 16 was the first age that I had ever like experienced anything with my vagina. I lost my virginity at 15, whatever. And not whatever, but I lost my virginity at 15. My mom put me on birth control as soon as I told her I lost my virginity. Age of 16, I went to an OBGYN. My mom like was just very big on like vaginal health too as well. Like we had a very open, like honest conversation about it. So my mom had told me to go to the OBGYN. I took my first trip to the OBGYN at 16. I got my first, I guess, pap smear. I take that back. I want people to also know there's a difference between a pap smear and a, what the fuck is it called? A vaginal... So you can get a pap smear. That's like the real thing. Yeah. And then they do the other thing where they just like put it in you and they take a swab from it. That's not considered a pap smear. There's 2 different tests they can send out. A pap smear is like when they check for all the cancers and everything. Yeah. And then there's another test where they check for like STDs and just like BV, yeast infection, simple shit that they can usually do with their like in their in-house lab. So that's the first thing to know. There's 2 different things. So yeah, 16, I went there for the first time. I think I may have had like some, I don't know what's going on. I forgot what was going on at the time. I remember being in class. I was in Avid. And I was in Avid. I was
shout out Miss
smart
Juice,
bitch.
though.
Fuck Cornell
I
notes.
She likes me, but when the fuck was I ever gonna use them? Anyways, back to topic.
So I remember I got the call, and that was the first time I was told. My doctor was like, "Okay, you came back. You had a yeast infection. Come in and get your medicine or whatever." So that was the first like little thing that I ever went through. This is 16. So I took my medicine for my yeast infection. Life goes on, whatever. College is when it gets fucking tricky, okay? So my freshman year of college, I was broke as fuck. I'm going to kind of tell you guys what I was going through, and then later on I'm going to explain while I was going through why everything I was going through. So my freshman year of college, you're broke as fuck. You are buying whatever supplies you can fucking buy. So at this point, I'm buying like $1 body wash, like the Suave body wash, like the flavor Ocean Breeze. And that shit I didn't know it at the time, but that shit was not rocking with my vagina. So at this time, I'm getting like yeast infections, BV is bacterial vaginosis. I'm just getting these things back to back, and I can't figure out why. I go to the doctor. I had great fucking insurance. Shout out to fucking Kaiser. And every time I would go, I would get my medicine, whatever. Yeah. So this is going on for a while. This is like my freshman year of college, and I make a little bit of money. I'm not using that fucking soap anymore. Things get a little bit better. My 3rd year of college. Oh, you know, it's my 4th year of college. It took me 5 years, you guys. Fuck the fuck off. So my 4th year of college, I start having these issues again. And this is when it's getting like bad. I mean, not bad, but like I'm getting BV back to back. And I also got my first UTI this year as well. So I keep getting BV back to back. BV is just like discharge, and you can have an odor sometimes. Sometimes you have an odor, sometimes you don't. But I was just going to the doctor every like month, because the thing about me is I'm very self-conscious about my vagina. And like I won't have sex if I know
I've literally been in the car with you and you're like, something's wrong.
Yeah, no, literally.
I'm like, what?
No, literally, like I am very self-conscious about it, and I think for me, it's just like something I really take like pride in. Is like just the health of my vagina. Like I always want it to be A1. I will literally tell like my partner, like I'm not fucking you right now. I'm not A1. Like I'm very open about it. So whatever, for whatever reason, my 4th year of college, I was getting BV back to back. I kept going to the doctor, and they would give me medicine. At this point, I'm trying to look up my own little shit. I didn't plan on saying this, but I had found this thread that was saying to like douche with peroxide.
I'm just gonna say about 5 minutes ago, the thing in college, and I have a homegirl. Yeah. She was a dancer, and I remember she was like, you need to put half peroxide, half water.
Bitch, terrible.
You'll be fine.
So listen,
I was like, okay.
Yes, so I started to do that, and like it clears it out, whatever. But then like that's just not really fixing the issue,
right?
So I was doing that. I remember I went to the doctor one time actually, and so for people who don't know, when it comes to your vagina, a normal doctor or like nurse practitioner can diagnose things like a yeast infection or a bacterial vaginosis or a UTI. They can treat those things, or even like a normal STD. You don't necessarily have to go to an OBGYN. And I feel like it's just important to say that because a lot of the times OBGYNs are overbooked. They're just like really packed. They're harder to get in. So if you ever have an issue, you can always go to your primary care doctor for those simple type of things. So I remember I went to a doctor and I had told him, I'm like, hey, I use peroxide. And he was like, oh, trust me, you ain't the first one. A white man. He was just like, you ain't the first one. I'm just like, oh, bitches is really out here going through it.
Yeah.
So I go through that. Cool, whatever. I think my senior year of college is when I really started like my journey of like perfecting my vagina. Okay. So I remember I had went my 5th year. Of course, I'm getting my normal BV, whatever. I go see a doctor. A black lady comes in, and she's like, "Okay, you have BV. I'm going to give you the prescription for it. I mean, the medicine for it." And she's like, she tells me, BV is just common in black women.
Is that the Metro something?
Metrodisnol. So here's the thing. So
it's horrible.
Listen. So for BV, you can either get an antibiotic or you can get a Metrodisnol gel. The antibiotic for me started to like just not work, so they started to put me on Metrodisnol.
The pill made me throw up.
Yeah,
the gel works.
The gel does work a lot better. And so that was that. So I remember the lady came in and she told me, she was like, oh yeah, like black women just happen to get BV more. And I remember just being so like angry and upset that she would say that, because it's like, that can't just, our biology is not that fucking different. Like, I understand being like, oh, black people have a higher rate of diabetes because of the food we eat, but like our vaginas are all the same across races. So there's no reason that we should be getting something a little bit more. And I remember I had told somebody about it who was an RN, and she was like, that's bullshit. She was like, that's like, I don't know why am I making this about race, but she was like, that just goes to show like the racism in the medical field, like type shit.
From a black doctor?
Yeah, black doctor. Yes, she was a black doctor at Kaiser Permanente in South Bay, Harbor City.
No names.
Yes, no fucking names. But yeah, she told me that. And I think at that point I was like, okay, I'm about to figure out what the fuck is going on. So I just started to do my research. I started to look up like just basically the proper way to care for your vagina. In the midst of this, I moved to Irvine, Orange County, and I once again end up with fucking BV. And at the time, I had a partner who was like, again, like I told you guys, I'm very honest with my partners. I'm very like, hey, I got BV. Like, and I remember when I first I remember I got with my partner, and he was just like, oh yeah, like the first girl I ever was with, I thought BV was so terrible, and he was like, but you've just educated me on it so much that like I just understand. It has nothing to do with like you being clean or dirty or anything like that. It's literally just like your body's fucking chemistry. And so just to like reel back and explain to you guys BV really quick, or yeast, or just like the vagina as a whole, I'm going to use like simple numbers. I'm going to use 1 to 10 just to like give you a base, but these aren't the exact numbers. So I don't need a fucking RN or doctor in the comments trying to correct me. Okay. Let's say pH is from a scale of 1 to 10, right? Let's say 5 is the middle. I mean, 5 is the middle, bitch. Okay. So 1 to 10. Let's say your pH should always be like a 3. Some people's pH can like just naturally be around there. I found out that my pH, let's just say my pH was at like a 5. So my pH, my natural body's pH is at like a 5. So it takes the littlest things to like tip my body over either the right way or the wrong way. Yeah. And I had to find that out about myself. Like I'm literally on the border. So I can use the wrong body wash and boom, I have BV. I can wear a thong to sleep on accident and boom, I have a yeast infection. Like that's just my own body chemistry. Some people are not like that. Some people can like, for me personally, if I wear a thong to sleep, I'm fucked. I know the next day, like, bitch, you're gonna have yeast infection. I know homegirls who like can wear a thong for 3 days straight and they'll be perfectly fine. And it could just be that like
I have friends that do that, and I'm like,
yeah, okay. But I think that like they just have their pHs are just strong as fuck. So it's literally just like your own body's chemistry. It could definitely be your diet adding to it or something like that. But like for the most part, just really quick, it has nothing to do with sex. Like it just doesn't. There are certain things that can bring it out, which I also did find out really quick. I'm allergic to latex condoms. That was a whole other thing. So I had to start using this brand called, it's like Skin, SKYN, and it's like not latex. But I remember talking to my mom about that, and my mom was allergic to latex as well. So it was just like a lot. Like if you ever have problems with your vagina, talk to your mom, because like she probably has those same issues. Yeah, I remember my mom finally was like, oh yeah, about BV, she's the one who told me like you need to get Metrodisol. because that's what I had to get back in the day. You know what I mean? So like, if you have issues with that, if you're able to talk to your mom about it, definitely talk to your mom about it, because you guys probably have like similar vaginas. Yeah. So back to my story, I moved to Irvine, and I happened to get this doctor who tells me, I don't know what it's called. So I know like when you get your master's, you write your thesis. I don't know what it's called in med school, like your final I don't know what it's called, but whatever it's called, she literally did her study on Black women with BV. It was like God's gift to me. She had red hair. She was from Ohio, which is also crazy because I'm from Ohio. Yeah, no, she was my doctor, and she literally did like her final project on Black women in BV and like how to treat it. Yeah. And so like she was like, I'm gonna work with you on this, and like we just worked on it. I learned a lot from her. That's where I learned to like wearing cotton underwear, never douche. I'm gonna go over that a little bit later, but like she just taught me so much, and it was just like,
I did hear like it's just horrible.
No, douching is it's the death of you.
It's the quick I will just say,
yeah,
from just experience, friends, all that. Yeah, that douching thing is just, it's really like their quick go-to before you about to go off and go do some crazy shit. Okay, and it's like, it's very important, you know, that you're kind of doing more harm to your body.
It's so harmful.
Saving yourself.
The idea of the vagina is, I remember she basically explained it to me, like the vagina is supposed to be essentially like a dishwasher. It's supposed to self-clean itself. So you really shouldn't have to put soap in there, a douche in there. You shouldn't have to put anything in your vagina, which like she also taught me that as well. But I think once she taught me that, then I just went into like a deep dive. I learned so much. I would still sometimes get BV because there's certain things that I just couldn't protect myself against. Like, yeah, if I go to the beach and I let hella sand get in my vagina, I'm gonna have a fucking issue in the morning. Like, I have a very sensitive vagina pH. So like I still run into the issues, but it's about me like knowing how to like fix them, and like just being honest with my partner, like, hey, after we do this shit, it might get tricky. You know what I mean? But yeah, so then I think up to like most recently, when I moved to Atlanta, I was dating a guy, and he was an older gentleman. He was 36. So he's super understanding. Like he had a wife before, so he knows about BV. Yeah. And he was like, we are going to research the fucking cure to this. And he came upon, and this is where I say, like, if I can fucking add like a fucking advisory, I would add it right now. Okay, you guys, I'm not a fucking doctor, okay? Right. But he put me on a boric acid. And I know that.
Wait a minute.
Yes. Real nigga. He ordered me boric acid with his Amazon Prime, his own Amazon Prime, because he was a grown man.
He had Prime.
And it changed my fucking life. Okay, up to this point, again, I'm using the Metrodinol. Like every time I would get an infection, I would just go to the doctor and get the medicine, but it comes back.
And that I'm sorry, it's ass.
It fixes it for a second.
First of all, it's bitter as fuck if you take it orally. Yeah, shit doesn't work because I'm not taking that. I'm not gonna throw up every night of my life.
Yeah,
no, and gel's cool.
The gel's cool. You're just gonna wake up like wet every day. But I mean, it's also the same with the boric acid.
Why do I have to go through this?
Yeah,
boric acid.
Boric acid is different. God's gift. Basically with boric acid, it is just a pH balancer. So again, like I said, your pH should be here or there. You put the boric acid, you can do it either way. So if you currently have, and this, what I want to say really quick, this is for somebody who knows their vagina. If you are having issues, you think you might have BV, a yeast infection, a UTI, STDs, go get tested. Like, go do that 100%. If you are somebody a little bit older, not about age, but if you're somebody who like personally knows your vagina and you know what's going on, I'm talking to you. Like, if you're young, I want you to figure out your vagina first and whatever. But like, I got to the point where I was able to self-diagnose myself, that I can like literally call my OBGYN and be like, hey, I need the prescription for so on and so forth. Technically, doctors shouldn't prescribe you any antibiotics without testing you. But it was so regular for me personally that like my doctors would test me. You know what I mean? So I know my vagina. Yeah. So don't use boric acid if you don't know your vagina, because you could be trying to treat fucking syphilis with boric acid, and I don't want the fucking problems on my hands.
That's not the issue.
Yeah. So with the boric acid, if you currently have an infection, you take like one in the morning, one at night for 7 days. Okay.
Orally?
No. So you with the
I was like the other one.
Yeah, you put it in your vagina.
Okay.
You put it in your vagina. When I do it, I use a panty liner. But yeah, so that's it with boric acid. I also use boric acid when I get off my period, because your period, I think you looked up the numbers.
I was literally about to say.
Yeah, what are the numbers again?
The biggest misconception is, like you said, it's not about being dirty. It's a woman's body.
Yeah.
When you're ovulating, when you're on your period. So your normal pH levels. I just had my lady appointment last week. Mm-hmm. So I kind of had to learn a little bit. And then with this being the topic this week, I definitely did my research. We are usually, if you have a good normal pH balance, and whether it's good or not, I mean, it's fucking life.
Yeah.
It's like 3.8 through 4.5. Mm-hmm. But naturally, your body goes to blood is a pH level of 7.5. So you're already off the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Ovulation, you're off the fucking shit. That's not my fucking fault.
Yeah. So see shit like that. So like for me personally, after my period ends, I'll pop like 1 or 2 for the next 2 nights, just to like kind of get me back to normal, because it just brings it back. So that's all the boric acid is. It's just literally like a balancer for you.
Yeah.
And that's essentially just what BV or a yeast infection is. It's just your body is going wacky. For me, sometimes if I have to take antibiotics for something else that's not vagina related, I already tell my doctor, like, I'm gonna need a yeast infection pill after this, because like I told you guys, my vagina is so sensitive that like if I kill all the bacteria in my body, the yeast is gonna overgrow. So I have to take if everyone who knows, the yeast infection pill is like a little pink pill. I have to take that little pill to like get my vagina back to normal. So
I feel like everyone, because I just say this because I did.
Yeah.
I remember, because I went to an advanced gynecologist for a very long time. We'll get into my story after.
Yeah.
After Taylor finishes.
Okay.
But I had 2 of them. I always had one.
Yeah.
That was just kind of like on call. I hate to say it, but just it happens.
Yeah.
The slightest thing will throw your shit the fuck off.
Yeah.
And I just remember I've always just had it there.
Yeah.
Finish your story.
You have to. No, yeah, that's pretty much my vagina story. Like boric acid saved my fucking life, and that's where I'm at now. Like, boric acid saved my life. I think we should hear your vagina story, because
I mean, you know what's crazy? My vagina. Look, I went last. I went last week. I'm not gonna lie. She was like, "Wow, you have a perfect pH balance." I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Really?
Wow. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I drink liquor.
Right.
And the thing is, I said anything will throw it off. Am I good with counterbalancing with my 67 ounces of water the morning after?
I'm dead.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I like my boric acid? Yes. But it was pretty shocking to me. But my story, well, I kind of had a different problem. At 18, I started going to an advanced gynecologist. So I was kind of getting all like the pointers, but I was getting my pap smears. I was having abnormal, and this is for people out there, if you have abnormal cells on your cervix, let me tell you something. They will tell you, oh, it's fine, we're just going to watch them. No. Figure that shit out. So I went at 18, probably 17. I got a pap smear. They said your test came back abnormal. And that shit was abnormal until I was about 22 years old.
I remember that.
And just last week I went again, because I'm just kind of like, I'm not like, look, we talked about the year. It's a good year. Like, I'm really just getting back on top of my shit. So like, what we're talking about, yes, this is more like deeper, like organs, you know?
Yeah.
Do not let a doctor tell you, oh, let's just watch it. No, that's just going to affect your reproductive system. That's just going to affect how you feel. They can scrape them off. They can burn them off. They could do whatever. But I went last week and I said, look, I'm 27 now.
Yeah.
So what are we doing about these? Yeah. I've had abnormal pap smears since I was for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
If I'm dead at 33, I'm suing everybody.
Hate the fucking health field. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's not right.
Yeah.
And then I do think, because, you know, I've seen changes in my body throughout the years. But I think that's kind of what, look, I got the baby wipes in the purse.
Yeah.
It's really, it kind of how I just treat, how I take control of what I can control. Yeah. Like I said, the boric acid, amazing. Keeping yourself clean. Just being realistic with yourself. But I really want to speak to the women with abnormal pap smears. Yeah. Do not let that doctor tell you, oh, we're just going to watch them.
So crazy.
And it's so funny you're talking about, you know, black doctors, this and that. And I'm wondering now if she was just like, oh, you're going to be fine. No. Because I'm not.
No, literally. But the thing about it is, like, they talk about how, like, so many black women die giving childbirth. And, you know, that's like all the same realm. It's OBGYNs. But I think that, like, black vaginas just don't get love in the medical field.
And I don't get it, because here's the thing. there's cancer in my family.
Yeah.
I told them that.
Yeah.
This is what leads to cervical cancer.
Yeah.
They told me. They're like, you're in your second stage. So there's precancerous like 1, precancerous 2, and then you have the real stuff. And they were like, yeah, you're in like precancerous 2. So why didn't you do anything?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna. So like I said last week, I went in. She was like, your pH is fine. This and that. Now I'm waiting my results because I said I need to do something about this.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the age. I have my HPV shots, all that shit. But clearly, there's still a problem.
Yeah.
My biggest thing was do not let a doctor tell you, oh, let's just watch it. No, get that shit when they tell you
and
that.
it's so crazy that they're telling you that when you're young, when, like, obviously you're probably going to want to have kids.
And I'm sitting there,
someday.
right, 18, 19. My mom's not really around to, like, sit here with me, you know. And I'm in college. Nothing gets her. Yeah. But, you know, I'm going to advanced gynecologist out here. It didn't occur to me that at that age, I'm sitting here like, oh, I'm fine. Like, in my head, I'm like, oh, it's good. I'm a grown woman now. And I'm like, no, it's not. Because God knows where my cervix is at right now. Yeah. No, do not let that doctor tell you no. And you know that it's like, if you, technically a doctor cannot deny you from doing a test that you asked them to do. You can really press your rights.
No, you can tell a doctor, like you can, and that's the thing too. We have to like press a doctor to give you certain tests, but if they deny you a test, they have to write that in like your medical records. And no doctor wants to write that they denied you a test.
And I said that last week. I said I wanted to be tested. Yeah. And after that, I said whatever the results are, I need to have a solution. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, I want to have a baby next year. Yeah. Or 29, whatever. I'm 27. Yeah. I would like to have a child before 30.
Yeah. So and even if I don't want to have a kid, bitch, I want to help me.
I don't want to die. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? So that was my part of today. Stop letting these doctors tell you what to do with your vagina and your cervix and all that shit. Because guess what? At the end of the day, they're not dying. You are. Yeah. And I hate to say it, Black women and their medical issues is not respected. Yeah. And fuck that. I'm sorry. That was literally my point. Yeah. I had to go in there last week and say, I need to do something about this. Yeah. I don't know what you think about it, but I'm doing something about it.
It's just crazy. Like a Black doctor told me, like, oh yeah, Black women do this, and they're telling you, oh, like, just no, we're getting fucked. We're getting fucked, literally, and it's not. We're not saying fucking,
you might die, but
we gonna watch out for it.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Don't roll the dice with my life. The fuck is wrong with you? So
that's crazy. No, yeah, you guys get your fucking pap smears and press your fucking doctors. Let
me tell you. And they asked me, when's the last time you had a pap smear? I fucking remember, and it was within the last year. But I'm gonna tell you that I don't know because I want you to check again. Yes, I am abusing the system this year.
No, yes,
and I am going to different clinics with my insurance because y'all are gonna fucking let me know.
That's the thing too. If you get a pap smear.
I'm sorry if y'all hearing me. The medical services. But no, I'm abusing my fucking insurance. Yeah. Y'all are going to fix this.
I'm dead. No, y'all gonna fix her shit right now.
Yes. It's cancerous cells. And that's the thing. A lot of women don't even know. Abnormal pap smears, they brush it off like it's nothing.
Yeah. No, that's what's crazy. Is that like...
So my life don't matter.
But that's the thing. Like, a pap smear could come back as abnormal, and they'll be like, oh, it's just because... And it's just like, no, bitch. It's abnormal.
And then they do the biopsies. Normal. I've had so many biopsies. I've passed out during, like, 2.
I remember... That's why I was, like, staying with you.
Yes. I've literally, like, passed out. It's the most craziest thing. You see them come in with these big-ass scissors, and they cut the tissue. Yeah. You fucking... damn near fucking black out. Yeah. But it's just like the shit you have to go through just for you to say, oh, we're going to watch it. Yeah. No, because the next time the shit's going to be too far and then I'm going to be on fucking chemo. Yeah. So figure it out.
No, not chemo. Not chemo.
It's really the truth.
Okay.
It is.
No, it's fucked up.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to get that deep, but it's fucked up.
No, I did not know that.
I've had so many biopsies just for them to say, okay, well, next year.
It's not funny, but that's crazy. Like for me, I'm thinking like on a low scale, like, oh, you have BV, you always have BV, but like, oh, you have cancer cells.
Well, no, they really abnormal cells. We'll watch them. No,
watch them grow.
Thank you,
bitch.
Fix this shit right now.
I'm dead. Okay, listen, you guys. We're gonna wrap up this episode. I'm gonna leave you guys. Crazy. This is I'm so happy for us, you guys. Hopefully, we helped so many vaginas. Hopefully, we helped all you men out there.
Yes, y'all got boys. Problems too. We just don't tell you. We're trying to be nice.
Maybe we'll get into it later about like
another episode.
That's another episode.
Ooh, that's gonna be deep. We should have a guest. But someone real honest. I'm really honest male.
I'm gonna leave you guys with my 10 pussy commandments. Okay. Ooh. This is the 10 pussy commandments to have a clean, healthy vagina. I take this back. your vagina is clean, okay, you guys? But this is just to make sure, like, these are the things you guys need to fucking know, okay?
Yeah.
Number fucking 1. Never douche. No. Never. I don't care what anyone tells you. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it because you're about to fucking nigga. If you're about to fucking nigga and he's on his way, don't fuck him. You need to learn when to say fucking no to your partner or whoever. If you're not right, you're not right.
Like I said, when I went to the doctor, I gave all that shit up.
Yeah.
I think that might be another contributor. Giving up the douching part. When she was like, wow, you're fine. Even though I'm here for a checkup, she's like, wow, you're fine.
Yeah.
Your body will learn to take care of itself.
Yes, your body, your vagina is going to clean itself. Do not douche it, okay? Second thing is never put soap directly in your vagina. Like, again, your vagina is self-cleaning. You don't need to put soap in your vagina. If you do put soap anywhere near your vagina, make sure it's a non-scented soap. Stop using when I go to people's houses and I see Bath and Body Works soap in their shower, I'm like, oh, bitch, you deal with BV.
Can I just tell a funny 5-second story?
Okay.
What's that soap that we all have in our bathroom? I can't think of the name.
Dr. Bronner's?
It burns. Peppermint.
Yes.
Accidentally washed myself once.
Yeah.
I felt it down there.
Yeah. I use
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't try really hard to not put soap. If you absolutely feel like you have to put soap down there, I would use maybe like a Dove or something like that, non-scented, but like try not to put soap in your vagina. It is a self-cleaning organ, okay? Third thing is to wear cotton panties, okay? Try, my favorite panties, I get the same pair of black thong panties from H&M, the H&M Conscious brand. It's 100% organic cotton. It's just the best thing you can wear, you guys. Like, those, I know the ones from Victoria's Secret with all the lace, they look really, really cute. That material is not made to be up in your fucking ass. It's not, okay? Number 4, try to sleep without panties. I know it sounds hard. I mean, I don't know. I think most people sleep without panties. But just try to let your vagina breathe at some fucking point. Like, it doesn't want to be trapped all day. Think about, well, I don't think about men in their balls, but they don't have any fucking thing letting them in there. But, like, yeah, try to sleep without panties. Fifth thing or fourth thing, I don't know, I'm drunk. Try to pee. I mean, not try. Always pee after sex. That is the way to not get a fucking UTI. Pee after sex. Yeah. Think about it. You shoved all that shit up in your fucking urethra and shit, and you need to get that out. If possible, try to shower after sex as well. If you can't shower after sex, try to keep wipes with you and wipe your vagina after sex. Use something that is not scented, sensitive skin, something like that. Sixth thing, I don't know what the fucking number count is at this point.
I would like to say,
a
shot of apple cider vinegar and some water every day.
That good.
Balances the pH. But also for me, I didn't even know. I started doing it because I was trying to get on this weight loss journey.
Yeah.
But little did I know, no, that's really just not clearing you out, but it's really balancing your pH.
Yeah.
So
I have heard that.
Ladies, put that on the list.
Put that on the fucking list. The next thing, organic tampons. The only tampons I use are 100% organic tampons. I don't use Playtex. I don't know what the other brands are. The brand I use is called the L. It's 100% organic cotton. Don't put anything else in your vagina besides that. And then for tampons, try not to sleep with a tampon at night. Try to sleep with a pad at night and use organic cotton pads as well. The next thing, if you're ever using like oils or candy or syrups during sex, wash that shit the fuck out, okay? It's cute. It's fun.
I'm scared to do that.
Oh, I'm not. But just wash it out afterwards. Because that shit is not good to stay in your vagina. Another thing, always clean your sex toys. Don't just like wash them off. If you buy sex toys at the sex shop, they'll sell a special kind of wash for your sex toys. Use those. You can also, if you didn't know, you can put your sex toys inside of your dishwasher. And they are dishwasher safe.
As long as your kids don't open it.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, what's this?
So do that. Another thing on here is know when to not have sex. The reason I say this is because I feel like a lot of women, we are pressured sometimes. And how we're talking about like the douching thing. Like, I know I'm not right now, but I'm going to just douche real quick because I know I'm about to meet up with this person. If your pH or you're just already not right, having sex is going to fuck you up even more. Yeah. Hopefully you're in a situation where you can tell your partner like, hey, right now I'm not cool, but you feel me? When I fix this right now, we can get it bracking. But like, just know when to not have sex. Don't fucking fuck yourself up even more when you're already fucked up.
I think the most underrated that we forget is your pH balance can be amazing if you just fucking drink that fucking water all day long.
That fucking
water is one of the main things that will. I get it. Pineapple is cool, whatever. But
that shit is cap.
Water.
Yeah.
It's all water.
Water.
That's like the number one thing that can keep you balanced.
Yeah, for sure. Don't be a dehydrated hoe.
Dehydrated is really the reason why, if anything's going on down there, it's probably because you have a lack of intake of water.
That's good. And the last thing is, I challenge everybody to see an OBGYN at some point in your life. Don't rely on the products on the shelf at Target. Don't self-diagnose yourself until you get to a point to where you feel comfortable self-diagnosing yourself. But see an OBGYN once a year at least, and just learn your vagina. If you don't have insurance, you're not able to go to OBGYN. Planned Parenthood is great. I hope they're still available in all states.
UCLA.
I know these fucking people are trying to take this shit. I mean, everyone's, but I don't know what they're doing in fucking like Louisiana and Kentucky. They're trying to shut them bitches down.
That's true.
So try to find a clinic if you don't have insurance. But just establish, just get to know your vagina. Even if right now your vagina is perfectly healthy, just go figure it out. Like we said, get your pap smear, learn about your cells, learn about your pH, all of that. So if you are ever in a situation where you can't get to the doctor, you can kind of figure out what's going on down there. So those are my 10 pussy commandments. I hope they fucking help you guys. I'm so happy we did this episode. This is probably one of the episodes I was most passionate about.
I think it was great.
Yeah. Shrine, you got anything for them?
I don't. I feel like I kind of threw it in. I threw my own little commandments in there.
Yes. And doctor, stop fucking playing with us.
That's my part.
Literally.
I'm
That's
angry.
probably the whole other episode. It's like fucking black health. But stop playing with us. We're happy you guys were here. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. See this episodes, all of that. Subscribe, like, and we'll see you guys next week on the Welcome to Your 20s podcast.
Love y'all so much. Talk to you next week.